and kind of dry state mindset too, is the moment I touch you, can I kill you?
Yo.
Like I want to bring you from 0 to death every single time. And these other players on the screen as well. We have Ramen, Mr. R, and Tweek, rocking the Wolf. These are also players who the moment they get a hold of you, you better scream for bloody mercy because you want them to let you go. And it is so hard to back them off. Now, this being only a winner's semis match, this is definitely something I anticipated to be like grand finals. This is going to be a lot of gruesome, high-end, high-octane gameplay coming in.
Absolutely. Top 8 right now is stacked. We're walking from Mr. E and DeBuzz fighting Cosmos and Nairo directly into Tweek and Mr. R against Mars and Light. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. If you scroll through YouTube and search any one of those names, you're going to get more hits than you could possibly think of. So to get this many big names in one match, you better be ready for some explosive gameplay.
And now we've seen a lot of, well, we saw the recent explosive gameplay from Mr. R and his Chrom and Nimbus. I think a big reason why he's going for the Roy and doubles is, for one, the consistent ability to live is a little bit better, and two, being able to go up and get any position where Tweek gets a grab, he's going to get sweet spot forward smash. You want that a lot more than the Chrom forward smash plus the recovery. So this is definitely going to be a lot better for them, especially with the up close and personal gameplay from Light and from Mars.
Absolutely. Right off the bat, we see a lot of teams vying to get themselves figured out. Starting to see a bit more of those 1v1s right off the bat, but then the mix-up starts to get in there.
I think the big thing we're going to see here, unlike the last game where they were playing like kind of methodical and like, all right, how do we break them down slowly? You're going to see a lot of volleys. Like you already saw Mars, instead of going for big damage, he set him up, served him off the Light. And now Mars is trying to go cover, actually managing to get through there. Still Tweek just holding his shield.
And you know, Tweek made a very interesting pick here because obviously we're going to see Light on Fox, but Wolf, an outstanding singles character, but when you get into doubles, I couldn't imagine that it may be a little questionable with all those recovery woes and 2v1 situations that it may be a hard pick to make. Now this is Tweek. This is the man who beat Leo and brings quite a skill level to this game, so I'm never going to question his opinions, but the character choice is a questionable one in mine.
Yeah, you're definitely not a good betting man if you decide to bet against Tweek, and it is definitely a situation where you want to keep him off, but you already saw a second ago. Light was stuck at the ledge. Mr. R started sleeping, and Mars was there immediately to cover him to get that stock. And you see both of them right here doing a good job covering, gets the up smash. He's able to seal out the stock on Tweek.
And New England coming out so strong right now.
Yeah, Light able to get himself back, is actually getting the forward smash. Might be digging a little bit deep for Mr. R. Instead, deciding to switch off, saw Tweek encroaching in. Up smash, out of shield is not going to get the stock too. And Green Team, currently 6 stocks up to 4.
Yeah, it has definitely been quite a one-sided match as we're seeing right here. We're looking for Green Team to start closing out some stocks, but if it doesn't happen sooner rather than later, we may see Tweek and Mr. R run away with this.
Yeah, hold on, worry. The Green Team was closing out the stocks. The
Yep.
Red Team was not, but that dash tech was able to get him there and actually able to seal out yet another stock from Mr. R there. A big strong factor of the Mars is his survivability and his defense. His retreating aggressive defense, except for when Mr. R sees you jumping. He's gonna go take that out.
Close that out real quick.
I opted to go. See, there we go again. This is something that we saw in the last game. Mr. R couldn't get in to go save Tweek because Mars was just staring at him. He wasn't actually ever approaching. He's like, I'm going to let you watch as Light continues to attack Tweek right now. How are you going to get in?
Oh, I don't think you're going to get in.
No, not off those up Bs. And Red Team kind of reeling a little bit here. It's definitely not out of range whatsoever. They are very explosive. They can definitely bring this back. But right now, Green Team's just looking so poised, and their team conversions are so solid.
And such great positioning as well. You know, we've seen Green Team absolutely slam out some kills in the past 30 seconds. They are finding themselves right within the frames they need to close out these stocks.
Yeah, you know, you definitely want to find your footing when you're the Red Team. There you go, able to get the forward smash. But unfortunately, Mr. R is going to go down as well. Now Tweek, 1 stock behind the 3, especially with Wolf's recovery. We're going to see some saucy nonsense coming in soon. They're going to try and gimp him with something stupid.
Without question as of right now. And unfortunately, there's no need for it as a simple miss.
I'm going to go out on my own terms.
Yeah.
I don't think that he intended for that B-reverse neutral B.
No.
But at the same time, when you're behind 3 stocks, you can't make that comeback if you Tweek. He has the ability to do it. But is it worth it to try and drag yourself out when it's only game 1?
Agreed. As always, you have to be careful with that because you got a lot of top 8 left. If you're going to make that full run, giving that much time and effort into something else really could take away in the long haul. And it seemed like, you know, despite the misinput, knowing Tweek and these top player mentalities, Sid said, we're going to throw game one to the side. We understand this went a little bit wrong. We can make the cleanup. We'll pull this back around. So let's see what changes Tweek ends up making.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just put it in the trash, and apparently he's putting Wolf in the trash too, as well as the Roy, because we're going to see the switch to Young Link and Crom.
And that's something you might see. You know, you're in the beginning of top 8 here, so people are going to try things out. They're going to game 1, game 2. They want to figure out which team synergy is going to give them the best mileage, is going to give them the best opportunity. And right there, as I had worried about, Wolf may just be a little bit difficult to keep getting that going with.
And you know, at the same time, being able to have a character that now gets to play full range and let Mr. R do what he wants to do. He's got the interrupt ability from full screen, and you see Light is trying to go interrupt that, but instead he's just taking multiple uppies out of shield that are racking on good damage.
Yeah, and you know, that's a very good point to make about this team. You get into Young Link and a Crom, you're going to get a lot of area coverage. They're going to be able to really, with minimal effort, keep so much of the stage handled. So is this stage control going to be enough to slow down Light and Mars?
Exactly, and also the fact that Young Link has a good boxing game. Like, you may think it's only zoning. No, 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 no. You go up close, that down tilt to fair is going to make you regret it. And you see, actually, I like what Light decided to do there. Unfortunately, he ends up trading with Mars, going low to avoid a potential edge guard from Tweek, ended up costing him friendly fire and taking out Mars instead.
And Tweek just created such an outstanding scenario there because there was so little that can actually be done by New England. He really, just by following up with quality bears, gave New England no choice on the recovery. Light had to bump into Mars to get back around.
Exactly, and you see Mr. R, he's also playing that boxing game in the center too. If finally going to get the anti-air is Light to be able to put on a stock finally. Up smash not at the sweet spot to be able to take a kill. Mr. R trying to find his footing.
And man, some of these ZSS Fox 2v1 scenarios are really terrifying, man. They can really box you in harder than almost anything I've seen thus far.
Look, if you ever wondered if your character's good, look at their nair. Yeah. Because both of these characters have excellent nairs, especially in doubles. And you're going to see a lot of coverage coming in from Mars to push and push and push them into the corner where Light is waiting for them. And Light waiting at the ledge that time to get that neutral get up. Forward smash can take out that stock, regaining the lead.
And so quick. Just so quick. He didn't even, it looked like he didn't even read the option on the edge. He just went straight into F smash. Unbelievable, the ability of these top players to just process information in light speed.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, a lot of people will think, oh, he just got a good read. No, he probably conditioned him to lead up to that. What led to that situation there? Why did it happen? And you saw that Light was already prepared way before he even did the neutral getup. But right now, we're in a situation where Light's actually going to go down to that forward smash. And Mr. R has been holding his stock much better so far. And this is very important. They need this right now.
At the same point, though, Mars doing a great job of being very cognizant of his percent and making sure to hold that stock because that was really something else.
That was Galaxy Brain. Tweek was dead, and Mars was going to spike him, but because of the clashing hitbox on the way down from Crom, it actually traded and allowed him to live.
And there was so many coin tosses there because seeing all of those recoveries, it really was something out of this world.
Apparently Tweek was committed to the bit. He's like, look, I was trying to get rid of my stock before. I'm going to do it this time. That's definitely super unfortunate because you don't want to lose the stock that early, especially with the way that Mr. R's defense is picked up. Now he's going to go down and Tweek in a 2v1 yet again.
And man, let me tell you, Light and Mars just playing such a consistent game here. We get to these final stocks, and these guys just look so poised and rehearsed.
And you see right there, they're keeping it simple, just hopping around Tweek. Like, all right, what are you going to do? You throw out an up B, you're taking a hard punish. And just staying still, he's not worried about these hitboxes.
And as always, it's a great idea, minimizing residual damage in teams. Biggest concept that gives you the most mileage because especially in 2v1s, oh man. Especially in 2v1s that you want to close out in extravagant fashion. Trying to really keep your options minimalistic, give you opportunities for some crazy choices like that.
My man, who's prepared for that? Who does that? That was, you know, that's not something you normally think. Like, okay, up smash, it might kill, right? I'll cover them on the way back down if they miss. No, Mars ran up there the moment he saw him in front of Light just to go get that up B at the top. And even if he missed, Tweek wasn't going to kill him there.
That was a very out there situation. That felt like almost like an Allstate commercial. Like Allstate's got you covered with that one. That was pretty far out there. I don't think anyone's ready for that.
Absolutely. You know, you want to have a situation where you cover all options, take advantage of it every single time. And if you have a position where you could potentially get a kill, don't drop it. I think that's the biggest difference so far between these two teams is the fact that the green team, when there's an opportunity to get blood and get a point on the board, they have not missed it.
Agreed entirely, and the cohesiveness of the teams themselves. We've seen slight breakdowns amongst Tweek and Mr. R due to situational awareness, due to character picks, whereas Mars and Light have had a clear run-through. They've really just been able to keep clear-cut mindsets.
And now we're seeing the Lucina Tweek coming out here. I actually kind of like this team composition they decided to switch to, just to keep it simple. You want to have 2 disjoints, you want to volley, you want to keep things going in your way, throw out a Lucina and a Crumb. But so far, they have not been able to touch around again. You see Mr. R having a hard time of finding himself grounded. Instead, gonna get a little bit of a miscued trade there, and he's gonna find himself finally in a position to start putting some pressure on Mars.
And I still gotta give shout outs to Tweeks. We have seen 3 separate characters in 3 separate games as of right now. The man is definitely showing his ability. Hopefully this Lucina will give him what he's looking for though, because thus far, those previous 2 character picks did not get him the mileage. And speaking of mileage, Lights Fox is getting all the mileage right now.
The red team is racking up freaking flyer miles because their stocks are flying right now. Luckily for the red team, Mr. R was able to run in and punish that forward smash from Mars. If you let that go, that would have been huge. And again, this is, you said the multi-character swaps have been strong on Tweek. He is very talented with multiple characters. But at the same time, he hasn't really been able to get the same type of pressure and establishment that he wants so far yet between these 2.
And for good reason, as we see here, Green Team, the well-oiled machine that they are, just covering everything. They are on top of every single option.
And yet another early stock. We saw them happening with the Young Link before, and now an early up B that comes out from Tweek there. I wasn't sure if maybe Light traded with them off stage, but regardless, that's a hard punish coming in from Mr. R. And now Mars not going to get the side B kill. Red team reeling out the left-hand side.
And this is the ruthlessness of teams. If you really end up getting caught in the coverage of both of these teammates, it is going to be crazy to try and keep up with it.
It looks like they're getting a little bit more footing there, able to get off the ledge and finally able to get some center stage control. But you miss a punish, you're going to take a hard one coming from Light. It's very difficult to whiff in front of him. He will hit you with that up smash.
An unbelievable defense. Had the parry right beforehand, managed to push himself directly out of the side B range and punished like an absolute champion. Light is a man whose precision is absolutely unparalleled in my opinion.
Luckily, very precise for Mr. R. They're getting that forward smash yet again. It seems like Mr. R is getting more comfortable with closing out these kills. This has been a problem. There he is, just lets it rip on the left, catching the air dodge, and now all of a sudden we're back to an even game.
And Mr. R finding the right time to start finding himself, because at this point, we are on match point right now. So if Mr. R cannot find the way to get in, this is going to close him out and put him and Tweek in losers.
Yeah, hopefully Tweek can ride off the momentum. That seems that Mr. R is starting to pick up too. But that up B is not going to get the kill just yet. That could have been huge. And now it's a situation where he's stuck at the ledge yet again. And wow, he's still able to convert off of that. And that's going to be a 2v1. Actually, that's not even going to be a 2v1. That's going to be it. Not even waiting to see potentially.
Yeah, just close it out.
All right, yeah, look, they were back. You know what? Let's just see.
Let's just make sure it out.
That actually died. But
they hit him with a DI check. Did you DI? Did you really DI him?
Are you sure DI? Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe.
But he didn't, and that's going to be it. Actually, no amount of DI there was going to save him right there.
No, not at all.
And
that was just all trolling.